Hey, barbecue family.
Happy Friday, everybody.
How's everybody doing? We've got James. We've got, of course, HT ×2 because he's on his other channel as well.
Representing both. The other one gets a little friskier than the other,
I know.
noticed.
I say with me. I feel like
I don't know why,
I'm like,
but I'm here for it.
And we know that it's HT, so it's not like it's a secret. Everyone knows it's him. It's not like he can act differently because it's just a different channel.
I know, but yet he does. We're okay with it. We love you, HT, no matter what channel you're watching from. Guys, we're down here at the grills. Actually, we're up here now at the grill studio, and we're coming to you live from Port Hope, Ontario.
I saw Farah in the chat. Hey, Farah, how's it going?
Hey, Farah.
And I'm going to say this again because last week we weren't sure of the Starlink, and it just got cloudy, so you never know. Elon, please make it happen today.
Look, we're trying to have some barbecue fun.
Like,
okay, just let it happen.
Elon.
Yes, we got Tom in the house. Tom's ready to have some barbecue fun. Will Plunk's ready to have some barbecue fun. So is James Bearden. Kathy's here for a minute. She said she wasn't going to show up, but Kathy, we're happy you're here for a minute.
Hey, Kathy. We've got did we say hi to Barbecue Mama already?
Hey, Barbecue Mama.
Barbecue Mama's
Wendy,
in the chat.
Wendy's back.
Hey, Wendy. Make sure you say, okay, the temp's just jealous that no one's saying hi to him. Fine. The temp is also here.
He's here, guys. He's manning the show. He just likes to throw up his own graphic at any given moment.
Yeah.
For good reasons and bad reasons.
He does it a lot less than he used to. Remember, he was like every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
He got a penalty. He was still in his probationary period during that time, though, and he's not anymore. So
is he?
I know.
He still could be. Okay. We got Lance in the house. Lance is constantly taking care of his lawn, and that's not code for anything. Usually during this show, but he's here today. So Lance, we're happy that you're here. We got Maddie Two Wheels in the house, guys. We got Spicy Jacks, Cluck and Squeal. That's Mark. Who's ready to have some barbecue fun today?
I am. We don't have TikTok yet, so Evil Llama's going to be hitting it over there in just a second. We're going to get them after we get our guest over because they can't see or hear anything, and then people get really rude. More rude than they normally are.
I was just going to say, TikTok is a wild, wild place, everybody. Oh, my goodness.
And it's always like super sexual.
Like so much so that I'm like, I read the comments after and it makes me blush.
I know, me too. I'm like, keep it clean, people, but they never do.
Not in a good way.
No.
Kathy's letting us know. Kathy's not able to make it to the show, but Kim is stepping in. He's going to be watching, and I'm also going to guess probably Bob. Too, her little
Springtime
Bob. Springtime Bob. We got Barbecue Dave watching. He's saying, morning, y'all. Guys, who is ready to get this show kicked off? Okay.
I am. It's Friday.
We're not getting it kicked off yet. We almost forgot First on the Grill.
Oh yeah, I did forget.
Our buddy Bat 13.
Hey, way to go, Bat 13.
Bat 13, congrats, buddy. We need to just like make this segment sponsored by Bat 13 because he gets it every single week, no matter what time we put it up.
But then it'll be even more disappointing if he doesn't get it. If we say sponsored by Bat 13.
True. And then he doesn't get it, but he basically always does.
Yeah, he does.
Tom saying TikTok ain't rude. They just lack some filters. You got that right, Tom.
Tom, you should go over there.
No, don't.
It's not.
I don't. I'm so glad that that's on Key's side. I don't want to look at those comments.
HT saying Kiki always rocks the goth. I feel like this is more like Farmer's Daughter.
Yes.
Than goth.
Gothic Farmer's Daughter.
And this is like Legally Blonde. That's what that's reminding me of.
That's not a movie that I watched that frequently.
Me neither.
Like I wasn't like I've seen it, but I'm not like huge. It's not one that's like quotable to me.
No, me either. Okay, we got to get to dancing because we have a
Barbecue Dave saying, kickstart that grill. I love it.
It's already going.
Michael McGuire is joining us. He's saying hi, Maddie and Kiki. And Mark from Pluck and Squeal saying hi to Michael. Guys, we're happy that everybody's here. Everyone came for the best part of the show, the dance, the singing.
Or arguably the best or the worst. I waffle week to week.
I like it. Okay, who's ready to kick this off? Honey, Key's ready.
I'm ready.
Who's ready? Temp, are you ready?
Unfortunately, yes.
He's honest. At least he's honest.
Here we go.
Let's do this. Friday. Yes, it's Friday.
Thank God TikTok can't see this.
I don't know what's happening every time on here, okay? It's usually this. That's fine. I don't know why we're bongoing people's body parts, but that's what happens up here at the grill studio.
It's because CJ just got on.
You guys can't see.
That's why we're bongoing.
You guys can't see the temp, and he's literally going.
He knows us by now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're like a little too comfortable with the temp now.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We have a very, very special show to get to. But first, before we even do that, We have a flippin' awesome Canadian guest today.
Mhm.
He's flippin' creative with his product.
He's got flippin' good products.
He's got flippin' awesome products.
They're so
flippin' tasty, flippin' delectable.
Yeah, flippin' good ingredients.
Mhm.
That's like the trio of things that makes a product very good in our books.
Yes.
And plus, I just like to say the name.
I was just gonna say I love saying it in place of the F word, because if anyone's like, why are Maddie and Kiki just like saying that so much? I absolutely love the name of this product, and it's just like so fun to say.
Yeah, so let's bring them on. We got Chris Phippen of Flippin' Sauce.
Good Canadian guy. Hello, Chris. How are ya?
Hello, I'm good. How are you guys?
We're flipping fantastic up here at the radio.
Well, I love to flip and hear it.
PH.
Okay, so Chris, thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started on asking you our very special Ravenous Rewind question, can you just tell everybody a little bit about how you got started with your brand? So obviously the name of the company is very close to your last name, so it's kind of like self-explanatory, but like, why did you want to do this? How did you get started?
Okay, Cole's Notes. 2017, we suffered a loss as a family, and I was empty nesting at a young age, and decided that the corporate world was not for me, and life is precious and very short, apparently. So I kind of just, through my grieving process, I guess, got into smoking and have a pure hatred for liquid smoke. So I decided to just smoke my own stuff and make things extremely difficult on myself. But I think it is just the work that we put into the product, and keep it, we keep it flipping real over here. We hand smoke all the garlic, the onion. So it started with a cast iron pan on my garage floor and a small Traeger smoker, and just decided that I that's what I was doing. I was going to put my face on the jar, not because I'm Paul Newman, but because I just want people to have a face to relate to for the product and what we're about, and kind of just started to tell my story. And it's been a wild flipping journey.
And now you're even in some stores, right?
We are in some stores. Yeah, we grew very quickly, kind of out of the garage. Found an amazing bottling facility that we use, and kind of become family with them as well. And stay true to smoking the ingredients, get them in the bottles, and then retail started happening quite quickly. The brand grew almost too fast, I guess, which good problem and bad problem. We launched out into the keg across Canada and the US right before COVID. And then, so just when you think you have it made, the entrepreneurial lords strike a world pandemic upon you, and you go and figure that out. So it was a quick pivot, and helped a bunch of brands. We collaborated with like 25 brands here in Kitchener-Waterloo, and we created the Phippen Family Box, which was a way to support a bunch of brands, deliver it to your house kind of thing. And then, it got picked up by Loblaws. We are in, I don't know, just over 800 Loblaws stores across the country. And then, really decided for the brand that it was a good idea to really get back to our independent retailers and keep working on those relationships instead of scaling back to, the corporate level. I just wanted to see the brand stay real and true to our roots. And, all our retailers that carry our product, I think we're, in the hundreds now. But just having those relationships, we have the same stories. We have the same, mindset as far as what we see for this country and supporting local, and, not just buying the products that are local, but supporting the stores that are local too, and their families, and it's pretty amazing. So I think after all this time, you know, it was about a sauce and being different and not fitting in a category, because we're kind of like, you know, hot sauce, barbecue sauce, chutney, whatever. You guys know the product. So, you know, I think now it's Phlippens. That's what it is. And, you know, we kind of stand behind that, and it might take a bit more education on, you know, what the product is and how to use it. But at the end of the day, I think that's where we've kind of steered towards, just staying in our own lane and being our own thing. And then guess what? You don't have competition, because it doesn't exist. So here we are. And, you know, our Phippen family community has been amazing. We just kind of grow every day. And I think now, you know, having gone through some personal, you know, struggles, and really advocating for mental health and creating conversations. And I think, like, I'm telling my story on my side, so there's some relatability to, you know, not being the only one struggling. And I think now, you know, we've really geared towards just we're the condiments that create flipping conversation, and we're really diving into that. And I know we have a lot of people on board and supporting this, and now it's just, you know, not only I think do we have a really great product, but I want the brand to be just as strong, and the sauce almost becomes secondary to fulfilling purpose. And, you know, I go back to, just like you guys probably remember, go back to the very beginning with a handful of followers, and you build a family around you and a community. And as they give you that, you know, dopamine and support, and you keep your blinders on and you keep going, then, you know, I don't think you can go wrong, but you just figure it out the next day.
Yep. Yep.
Good for you.
What a flippin' journey, man. That is incredible. And it's so nice to see you like being this successful.
Yes.
Over like a relatively short period of time too. We're talking 2017. Like, that's not to be this successful, to be in that many stores. Like, that's not that many years.
And I love that, like you said, you guys are in a category all on its own. So like, that takes guts, like, to not be like, okay, so we'll get what people do, what people know. Like, so it's going to be a hot sauce, or it's going to be a barbecue sauce. But that is personally what I love about your product. Is that
I love that his face is on the label though too, because I think a lot of times people that have a face on the label, they're like, well, is that even a person? And then you go to Instagram, you go to your online platforms, and you're like, oh, that's a real guy. He's actually the owner and founder of the company. And like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think at the very beginning, it was, I love barbecue. I love barbecue sauces. I love everything to do with it. But at the same time, like, we're not a seasonal product. Like, we are a year-round thing where it's just like in and on everything. And I think, you know, there's just so many uses for the product that you wouldn't use if it was labeled barbecue sauce. So I think, yeah, it's challenging, but, you know, I literally look at it like it's me. This is me, actually, because, like, I don't fit in a category. I'm kind of all these things, and, you know, sweet, smoky, jerk, whatever you want to, you know, like, it's all real. And people often say, you know, you're not the product, you're not the brand, but like, I argue it because I am, and it's me and my family that every jar is supporting, and the people that we get our ingredients from, or the bottler, or, you know, it's hard to see. You kind of live the dream. Sometimes you get caught up in all the things it takes to do that, and you don't realize that you're in it. And so I think, you know, being able to dive in on myself and learn how to kind of find some balance in my own head. Like, every decision isn't the end of the world. It's just, you got to kind of go down these roads, and if you learn from them, reel it back and say, like, nobody needs to tell me what to do with my brand. Like, this is me, this is my family. And, you know, again, we just sit in a league of our own, because it's not what everybody says it should be. And, you know, Phippens was supposed to be a pig, a chicken, and a cow on a bottle, and, you know, we wouldn't be here for sure.
Yeah, it's far from a seasonal product. My favorite way, well, one of my favorite ways to use it is throw a little spoon in a tomato sauce, and people are like, "Oh, what is that?"
My favorite way to use it is as a tater dipper.
Yeah, just a standalone dipper.
Just a standard tater dipper, like as
Yeah.
like a sauce, or mix it with like something creamy.
Yes, it goes creamy so perfectly.
Yeah.
When
And
when you guys get the Flippin' jerk, mix it with mayo and tell me it shouldn't be bottled by itself. It's a game changer.
I was just going to say, I find it interesting that every entrepreneur we talk to says some version of, I don't want to be told what to do.
Yeah, that's
And
the entrepreneur attitude. That's why
us.
we're here.
We got control issues. We all do.
If you listen to everybody, like I remember at the very beginning was like, hey dude, just put liquid smoke in this and quit torturing yourself. Like, for example, when we got into the keg, true story, 2 cast iron pans and like the smallest version of a residential Traeger I had like 25,000 pounds of onions and garlic to smoke for the keg.
Oh my God. I would have loved to see a picture of that. I'm sure, Chris, you probably have one somewhere.
It probably hurts to look at it, though.
Yeah, and be like,
Yeah, we don't
would I
do that. That's why this is the logo. This is like real life sauce. After this, you start a sauce company, and this is like the pre. So we'll leave this one the same. That stays. This is all just rapidly changing.
That's
look, if you're not an entrepreneur with a few gray hairs, you ain't doing it right.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, well, we're very happy that you are here also for our Ravenous Rewind segment. Thank you for being here. We would like to ask you today is, did your family have any weird food remedies they used to help an illness?
So outside of, I don't know. I wanted to be somewhat witty and say that my dad ate steak for his gout, but I honestly I'm going straight chicken soup. Boring answer. I understand. Yeah, I honestly have thought through this for some time, and it was just don't say chicken soup. Don't.
He's like, I'm gonna go with chicken soup.
That was all of our childhood. That was like I feel like we're like the same. Like we all grew up with like sitting on the couch on a PA day. That you got the processed chicken soup. The
you got
ginger
Jerry
ale.
Springer on in the background.
Yeah, or the Price is Right.
Jenny
Or
Jones.
what about walk with Yan?
Yes. So that was like the daytime illness show.
Yeah,
That's right.
and yeah, with a side of chicken soup
And the ginger ale that was like so high in sugar that I don't really know what and 0% ginger.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what that was doing.
Plain soda crackers, because you can't have anything on them, otherwise you're too sick to eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just one of those things that's just so close to home, and no matter what house you're in, I just feel that's the thing. I mean, we're in Kitchener, so I think of different things that maybe we'd eat more of here. I don't know, like sauerkraut, and there's health benefits. There's these things, but my mind just instantly went to random things that I saw my family eat, really. And whether that was, I don't think it was to cure anything. Like my grandpa ate red onion and peanut butter sandwiches.
Oh my.
Well, that sounds good. I feel like that would be a good combo.
The crunch, the creaminess of the peanut butter. I feel like it could actually
Dip it in a little Phlippens.
Yes.
Like that would be really good.
Sweet heat peanut butter. Yeah.
Yes, I'm there for that.
I'm into that.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. It has been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. We really appreciate you taking the time. And for everybody watching, if you'd like to check out Phippen sauce, Chris, do you ship to the States? Because we do have a lot of like international. You do? Okay, perfect.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
so
ship everywhere.
I'm glad to hear it. So if you want to check out Phippens, you can see his Instagram handle right there at Phippens. And we hope that you do because they're phenomenal.
And like, cheers to your continued success, Chris. It's like this journey is far from over. I can't wait to see where you're going to be next.
Well, I really appreciate that. And you guys are definitely a part of the journey. So I appreciate you.
Thanks, Chris.
That means a lot.
Have a fantastic weekend.
All right. You guys too.
Bye,
Okay,
Chris.
bye-bye.
Happy Friday. Thank you.
Thank you.
my
What a
goodness.
tender little angel.
And he's right, guys. That was one of our, when we first got into the Insta world, he was one of our first supporters who actually he actually hand delivered.
There's a bug down my top. I don't know how else to do this, guys. I'm sorry.
Get it away from me.
I'll get it.
I'm not just feeling myself
Ew.
up.
The temp wants to help. Okay.
It's summer and we're back in the grill studio.
Yeah,
Hey,
so he was
TikTok.
actually one of the first companies, first brands that sent us like a whole crate of his product.
Yes.
And when I say sent, I mean literally dropped it off at our doorstep. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And we were like, I don't know if we gave him our address or like he had it from, because when we were doing grill classes here, we were up at the grill studio and he had dropped it off at the front door. And it was like, just to let you guys know, he sent us a DM and he's like, just to let you guys know, I left like a case of my product for you guys.
Yeah, and we've been addicted ever since because
Yeah.
it is phenomenal.
I think that was 2018 or 2019.
Hey,
So,
William on TikTok.
yeah,
how's it
we've been a
going?
part of each other's journey since then. And
Yeah, it's really, really good. And you can tell, like we were saying earlier, like it has all really good ingredients and it is actually smoky because it is actually
not
smoked.
overly smoky though. So if you don't like a strong smoke flavor, it's still very like it has like that smoke essence, but not too smoky.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. All right, we got to get to cooking, guys.
And guys, boy, do you guys want to stick around for this one?
It's going to be good.
It's going to be a very delectable one. So guys, today we are making Cedar Planked Salmon Bites with a honey orange jalapeno glaze. Okay. You got to get yourself some of these. They are an absolute game changer.
And easy to find now.
Yes. I
Very
got
easy
these
to
on
find.
Amazon. You can get these at your local barbecue shops. You can get them good old Canadian Tire. You can get them there. And again, this is something I think that like, if you don't like a strong smoky flavor, this is just going to impart a light smoke flavor.
You know what my favorite part about these is?
What?
Is that when you're cooking on the grill, it sometimes becomes a lot. Some people think of grilling as like a way to save on doing dishes, which I think grilling produces a lot more dishes.
I never knew like the argument for that.
Yeah.
Like, I wish that was true, but it ain't.
I don't think it is. I think because you got to get the plate for the cooked food to come off on. But what I love about those, it's a one and done.
Yes.
You have the food on it. It gets super gnarly because everything, especially fish, and it gets so.
Well, and especially a glaze.
And the glaze. And then you just toss it on top of the coals at the end. And then you can even put something else on the grill.
Yeah, okay, but if you're using a charcoal grill, which we are today, you can do that. But if you're using a gasser, just take it off, let it cool, and then you can just get rid of it that way. Or the next time you're having a family bonfire, throw her on there.
I don't know if you would want to be smelling fish at a family bonfire, but
I feel like this glaze takes over the aroma of any fish.
Yeah. Okay. So I got to start on the glaze. So we're starting with.
Sorry, pause for a second. Chris is saying, guess it. He's tuned in on Insta. He's like, guess it would have been made sense to get you sauce beforehand. Flippin' salmon is a game changer. Oh, that would be good on here. The jerk one. The jerk one we haven't tried yet, but I feel like salmon and jerk were made for each other.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we're gonna do the zest of an entire orange to start, but I'm gonna set this aside because I gotta juice this. I need the juice first, but just a little tip: don't put the zest in at the same time when you're making a glaze because zest gets a little raunchy.
It gets a little bit bitter, so just reserve it for the end. And then it will still have like that nice fresh orange flavor. What?
We got Eva Llama.
Hi, Eva Llama.
Eva Llama's keeping it clean over there, or he's helping to keep it clean over there.
Farrah said, I'm going to look for his product, the Phlippens product next time I'm in Loblaws.
Yeah, they're phenomenal.
Farrah, you won't be disappointed.
No.
You're going to love it.
I feel like they're the perfect level of spice too. Like they're not, because if you're going to commit to like a hot sauce, sometimes it's too much. Sometimes I want flavor, but I don't want heat. Or maybe just a little bit of heat and not a ton of it.
Agreed. HT saying zest. I love cooking with zest.
Okay, so we're going to set aside our zest in this tiny little ramekin here.
That smells absolutely fantastic, honey.
Now, I feel like that bug has migrated down my shirt and into my pants because I can feel it. I can feel it on my behind.
Ew, can you?
I hope it's not a tick, people, because let me tell you, I've had 2 of them already and the year's just started.
I gotta say, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm so glad that's happening to you, honey, and not me. Because if it was me, I wouldn't be here right now.
I can feel it. Yeah, that's all right.
James, you're
Okay,
so
we got
sweet.
HT on TikTok now too. Keep
Hi,
it clean,
on
HT.
TikTok. James is saying the thumbs up is the first thing I do before signing in. James, you're so sweet.
Look at it.
Yeah, okay, so guys, this is taking it to the next level. These are Cara oranges. So they have like a pink flesh, and in my opinion, they're a little bit sweeter.
I think they are too.
Like a slight bit sweeter.
But the color is beautiful.
Yeah, they're absolutely stunning, and I feel like it pairs perfectly with our salmon here. Check this out. Look at the color of that salmon. It's so red and it's so stunning. So guys, I actually have already removed the skin, like just so we could get rolling here. But salmon skin, I think people there's always like a lot of questions about how to get it off. It basically is like, you know, those like annoying stickers that you get like at like when you buy something from the grocery store.
Mhm.
You just got to basically like start the corner and then like slowly but surely just like bring it, like peel it back, and it peels right off.
You could also use a knife. You could also use.
No,
I
I do start it with a knife, but I feel like if you use a knife, sometimes you end up cutting off a lot of the flesh, and then you don't want to do that. So just start to peel it and it comes right off.
Yeah, good tip.
All right, now guys, I'm gonna get this onto the grill because we need to actually heat this before we put the food on it, because when you heat this over the coals or over the heat, it actually starts to bring out the essence and the flavor from the wood. Okay, so this is cedar wood. If you recently have built a deck with cedar, do not use that. Okay,
That's pressure
different.
treated.
Yes, that's different. If people are like, I got some cedar hanging out back in my garage. That ain't the same. Don't use that.
No, these are made special for this type of purpose here. Okay, so we're obviously doing this over we've got the grill set up for indirect cooking because we don't want to burn the bottom of this once we get that grilled.
Yes. So guys, I put this over the coals here. Okay. And you just want to keep an eye on this. We're just going to go for 2 minutes per side. You just want some light color to it. And then we're going to flip it. So I've done this where you soak them and where you don't soak them. And I will tell you guys, I'm not here for soaking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not really necessary. It actually prevents the color from getting on the cedar plank. So if you just go in dry, which, okay, sorry. Let's just keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Buddy.
I can tell when I've said something wrong because Key has like a little twinkle in her eye.
And I always in my head, I'm like, do I acknowledge? Do I move forward?
I can literally see your thoughts through your eyes. But yeah, if you just leave it dry, throw it on the grill as is, then it gets some nice guys, can we be mature here, please?
We're gonna make the salmon. Oh my good heavens.
If you leave it dry, you get nice color right away. Look at that gorgeous color, okay?
Is it already happening?
Yes, look at
it
it.
up over there.
Sorry.
Guys, look, that was just from like not even 2 minutes on the grill, okay? We're gonna put it on this side and then I'll show you guys what we do. This is actually, I think, one of the easiest ways to make salmon because a lot of people, when they make salmon, they're so afraid of it sticking to the grill. But this is one of those barbecue hacks that you get the barbecue flavor, especially because we're cooking with charcoal today, but there's no flipping required.
Yeah, no
Smells
flipping.
amazing.
Yep. See, okay, can you hear the temp? He just said it smells incredible.
Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys a little tip when you're juicing something with your bare hands. This is what I like to call the milkmaid method. Okay? We're milking.
Okay, buddy, can you stop saying milking?
No, I'm saying get your hands and you want them to look like that by the end. You don't want to just get a little bit of the juice out. You want to really turn them so they're all broken up like that. That's how you're going to get all of the essence out of there. Okay? Now you're going to remember that.
Why are we all so frisky today?
It's because it's spring. We still have spring fever, I think.
Yeah.
Let's just blame it on that.
All right, guys, so check this
Danny.
out. Okay? Well, look at what we have here. Color on this side. Color on this side. That's all we're going for. Right now, I wish that you guys could smell what's happening here because it smells wonderful in here.
It does. It smells really nice. I can smell that from here, honey.
We're going to put this right into the middle of the grill so you guys can see this is what indirect cooking is. There's charcoal on the side, and there's no heat source directly under, so we're not going to have to worry about burning. Now, this is also what I do when I use cedar planks because we are not here for any form of stickage when it comes to grilling.
Mhm.
Okay, so I don't like, again, I'm anti-dry. Okay, we don't like putting salmon on a dry board. Get it oiled up a bit, guys. Get it oil. Okay, temp. My goodness.
I think that's everyone's biggest fear when it comes to making fish on the barbecue is the sticking factor.
Yes. So like even on the cedar plank, you still need to worry about that because when you don't want to like make such a gorgeous planked salmon and then you can't actually get it off the plank.
I'm just waiting for someone in the comments to use the word lube it up.
I swear
I
to goodness gracious, I almost was gonna say that, and I was gonna just be like, too far.
Yeah,
too
too much. I took it there.
Yeah.
Look, I went right through.
You said milking, and I will just say that is a new category apparently in the world that if people have heard of that.
No, I said I'm calling that the milkmaid method.
Yeah, and then you said milk it.
Because this shirt is reminded, so I'm like the milkmaid in this.
Guys, can I interrupt for a sec?
Sure. You sure can.
It's my mom's birthday today. She's watching. Shout out, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to the Temps mom.
Love you, Mom. I'll call you later.
Oh, what a good little mama's boy.
What a little sweetheart.
Hi, HT.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to actually put the lid down because for once now, Key's doing a lot of this and not a lot of this.
I got a glaze to build here.
I ain't putting the salmon on yet because once the salmon gets on there, we need to start glazing.
Okay, so I got so the very simple glaze. We've got the juice of 3 oranges plus the zest that we've set aside, and now we're going to go in with a 1/4 cup of soy.
Okay, guys, everyone is shouting out to the Temps mom. Mike Bierman's in the house. I didn't even know Mike Bierman was here. He said, happy birthday, legendary Temps, legendary mom.
Aww.
I love it. HT saying happy birthday. Fritz Frank saying happy birthday. Barbecue Dave is. You guys are, we got Marianne in the house giving us a TGIF. Love it. Okay. Now, guys, it's not just the Temps mom's birthday. It's also... we got Eva Llama in the house. It's also his little cutie patooties. Eva Llama has twins. It was their birthday as well.
Look at these guys. Look at how old they are now. I remember when they were so much younger. Like, where does the time go, guys?
Guys, families grow up fast.
Okay, I'm gonna reluctantly put in some. This is like next level garlic.
Yep.
This isn't even real. This isn't even
minced.
Your standard garlic. It's like
minced
garlic in a puree. Oh no, that's all right. I'm gonna add it because my honey wants me to add it, but like.
You got that right. Get it in there.
Ew, it looks like the texture of horseradish.
Yeah, that one is really, I didn't mean to get that one, but I actually really like that one. I feel like that one tastes like very similar to garlic.
All right. It actually
I love how I'm even admitting, I'm like, garlic isn't quite the same, but that one is pretty close.
And the smell is, I will admit, the smell is better than the other one.
It is.
It smells better than the last one. Okay.
Diana saying happy birthday and Wendy saying happy birthday. Guys, you guys are all so sweet.
Hello. I can't talk right now. It's not a good time.
I seriously thought you just picked up your phone.
Did you?
Okay, now it has ear juice on it. Gross.
Okay, so we've got a jalapeno. We're going to slice it up, and this is going to go on top of the salmon bites.
I literally see ear juice on there.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Look at the shape.
A little bit of kiki in every bite today.
All right. Okay, so we're going to take off the ends. We are going to leave the seeds in there, but we're going to take those ends and we're not going to waste them.
No,
these could go in the compost, but they're going to go right in the sauce and just infuse some flavor.
We're kicking this up. Oh my goodness gracious.
That smells really nice.
Okay, so guys, I just cranked up the heat because this doesn't take long. It does not take long. Once this starts to boil, it starts to reduce. Yes.
She's taking over.
Farrah's saying, you girls. Okay, guys. Cumin. Okay, we're going in with cumin. This is very easy, very, very simple recipe.
Am I supposed to smell it?
Take a smell of that.
Ooh.
It's very earthy. You smell this. You maybe think Mexican food. You maybe think Middle Eastern food.
Moroccan.
Yes.
Let's take a trip to Morocco, but let's stay in the grill studio.
A lot of pungent flavors happening in this, but not a lot of flavors. Like sometimes I think with glazes, people can go overboard.
Yes.
Like this is simple. You want to taste that this has honey in it. This has orange in it. This Diana's saying cumin. She loves it.
Yep, absolutely. We've got YBGA over on TikTok saying, yeah, the 2001 jalapeno phone, limited edition.
That's right. That is right.
Okay, so then the last thing we're going to add in is some raw honey. And it doesn't have to be raw because what's going to go in a glaze and it's
Creamed.
going to get
This one's
cooked
creamed.
anyway. Yeah, this
I
one's
love
creamed.
that one because it never hardens.
Yes,
You know that? That's the whole benefit. That's why I buy creamed, baby.
Yes.
That's why I buy creamed.
We're going to put the rest of that. Can you just knock that
Yep.
off? We're going to put the rest.
Teamwork makes the dream work, guys.
We're going to put the rest of it in there because there's not much to this.
Yes, just throw her in, and that's what's going to make this really come together. Now,
There.
yeah, we're in. This is what we do. This is what we do. It's like two. It's like
It's
one
like my-
person.
It's like my own hand.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, is that it? Did I remember everything?
Yeah,
Our jalapeno is sliced up. Oh, wait, the zest. Not yet.
not
though.
yet. Okay,
Okay.
so the zest
Cool.
goes in once this comes off the heat, because if you do that, the whole point of adding zest is that you're adding a fresh pop of fragrance and flavor. If you put that in now, it's going to mellow right out. And what the heck's the point of that? Okay, so we're just going to let that go. We're going to let that start to come to a boil, and then we're going to get the salmon on. And then we're going to start glazing, guys.
Okay.
We be glazing.
We're going to turn that. Okay,
We be
that's going to
glazing.
glaze.
It's as what? Yeah, look it. This is already starting to go.
Okay, and you'll notice there's little bits of the orange in there. That's perfectly fine.
Yep.
We don't need to worry about straining that out.
Okay, I'm still not going to get this on yet because this isn't quite. Actually, no, I am, because by the time that I get this on, this will be ready. Who wants to go for a dip dive? I do.
I could. Let's go
Tab,
for a dip
are
dive.
you in?
What?
Are you in for a dip dive?
Yep.
He's
Okay,
in.
he's in.
All right, he's in. All
Trying to
right.
concentrate here.
Okay. Also,
Really? He was quick to answer when there was a bug down Kiki's shirt.
Also, I will
He
let you guys.
volunteered himself. Okay.
Hey, Bailey, I'll let you guys know right before the show started. There was a woodpecker that was just like pecking his little heart out right outside the grill studio, and I'm not joking. It literally was like,
Yeah, I heard him. It sounded like someone was here,
I'm like,
like
who is doing
aggressively
that?
here.
Yeah. So and I went out there and scared him off because we can't have that during the show.
No.
But if you hear it again, that's what that
We
sounds.
cannot.
Okay.
All
let's
right,
go for a
guys,
dip
I'm
dive.
going to get this on the grill. And HT is saying that Maddie, she's lazy today. HT, I'm about to be glazing my life away. Okay. There ain't nothing lazy about what's happening here today.
Isn't that glaze smells really nice, honey?
All right. As Kiki reads that out, I'm going to get this onto the grill and just make sure that our plank is perfectly centered.
Okay. Here we go. Here's the question for this week. Have you ever had a recurring dream? What was it about? Keep it clean, people. Okay, and this comes to us from someone on TikTok named Chrissy Demara. Okay, so Chrissy's question is, have you ever had a recurring dream? And if so, what was it about?
Ooh, good one, Chrissy.
Yeah, really good question.
Chrissy kept it clean. Some people don't.
Mm-hmm. I do have a recurring dream.
What is it?
It's scary.
Ooh, give it to us.
It's like the only dream that I've ever had, I think more than once, because I live in the country. I think this is like anyone who lives in the country's worst nightmare, is that someone is breaking into your house and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yes.
And there's nowhere you can go. And I'm just trapped in my house and terrified. And I've had that dream so many times.
That is a terrifying.
Because I've lived in the country for about 15 years now. And like, I love living in the country, but I still do get scared by that. Like,
yeah,
and it's in the
course.
middle of nowhere.
Of course, buddy.
CJ.
Okay.
CJ says, I have recurring dreams with two sisters from Canada grilling in my backyard. I'm glad you added
I'm
in
going
the
to take
last part.
that as a positive. I'm going to take that as a positive. CJ, at first, I didn't know where he was going with that. I'm going to say that CJ's saying that in a good way.
All right, someone on TikTok, not yours 92, is saying, were your parents bakers? Because they made 2 cutie pies.
TikTok is either super cute or super raunchy.
Yeah, I know. I feel like whenever I say it's raunchy, everyone acts really nice.
Yeah.
So good. Thank you.
Good.
That's very
Let's give
sweet of you.
energy to the good stuff out there, okay?
Yeah.
Guys, check this out, okay? Look at how wonderful that looks already. This glaze, she be ready to roll, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So now what we're going to do is just start glazing our salmon, lid down every 2 minutes, okay? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there was just like some sizzle from a little bit of the glaze on the coals. But guys, it smells fantastic out here.
And you can't rush a glaze. So a
No.
glaze isn't one of those things that you can put on and then expect it to be done in 2 seconds. There's really no other way to continue building that texture you get from a glaze than to put it on and shut the lid, wait a little bit of time, put some more on, shut the lid. Bob's your uncle.
Exactly.
That's how you do it. That's just how you do it.
That's just it.
No, that's
That's
just it.
how you do it, man. Okay, we got to get the lid down.
Okay. I just realized I forgot to add the zest. I was holding it till the end, and I held it on too long.
Oh, that's hilarious.
All right, that's okay. We're only one glaze in.
True. It's okay. We can save it, guys.
Yes.
Half the thing with cooking, we've all done it. We've all messed up, and there's always ways to save it. Look, we're going in there with the glaze or with the zest right here. Okay, we're just gonna throw that in there.
And that's perfectly fine because
Oh my good! Can you smell that?
glaze makes so much of a. Or I mean,
No.
zest.
Can you smell that? And I don't know why. Out of all the citrus, orange is the easiest one to zest.
Want to know a really good quick juice
Yes,
recipe?
Yes.
So everyone's had orange juice. Everyone's had lemonade. I like to
I'm gonna
make
put
things
a
a little
timer on.
wild.
Oh.
And I'm talking
Ooh,
about
we already
juice.
knew that. We
Okay?
already knew that.
Juice up an orange. You don't have to have a juicer. Juice up an orange, a lime, and a lemon. It's like a wild party.
Ooh.
It gives it like such a weird flavor that you can't get from just orange or just lemon or just lime. All three of them together.
That sounds spectacular.
All right. Who's ready for a drink?
I could totally go ready for a drink.
Okay.
CJ's saying, dang, I missed the dirty talk because he's in and out today into the chat because he's cooking for 400
Really?
this weekend. Yes, he's got he's doing a catering gig.
CJ, what are you making?
CJ, the fact that you're even still here. Oh, we got Saucy Rossi saying you got to try a Brass Monkey, OJ, and Colt 45. Ooh, I didn't even know that's what that was called.
Saucy Rossi. I don't drink alcohol.
I
okay,
do.
So I was
Saucy
trying
Rossi,
to-
I'll try that this weekend. Okay, pal? That sounds fantastic.
I was trying to get everyone excited about citrus, and you took it there. But, okay.
So did he. Okay, he's excited about citrus too.
All right.
I'm gonna get glazing again.
Okay, Matt's gonna
As
get
Kiki
glazing.
sets up.
Okay, I'm gonna just push this forward because we still do need the jalapenos.
Guys,
Excuse
look,
me.
this is already starting to caramelize on here.
All
We're
right.
just 2 glazes in.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what's
that's
happening.
gonna be good. That's gonna be really good. Okay, so we're gonna make a really good drink this week that I am particularly excited about because I gotta turn this off. We just picked up this one ingredient that we're going to put into this drink. We just picked it up yesterday, and I have been wanting to try this for so long. Okay, so this drink doesn't really have a name, unless like you want to come up with a name for this. I feel like
I don't even know what's in it.
Okay,
I don't even know what's in it.
all right. So we're gonna make this is a non-alcoholic drink that we're putting together, and the ingredient that I'm talking about is called kava. So technically this drink is called kava. I think it's called Kava Haven is how you pronounce it. But the ingredient kava is what I am particularly excited about because this is for sober people, but it does give you like a little bit of a buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I will tell you guys, so remember a couple weeks back, we had Dana on the show from With Grace Marketplace. We visited her in her shop yesterday, and she ran us through a bunch of tastings of a bunch of different products that she has. And I will tell you guys, we were giggling up a storm.
I know. It
And
was
I was
so
like,
weird.
if anyone comes in here right now, she every drink that's in her shop has 0% alcohol. People would have walked in and been like, what are these girls on here? Because we were giggling up a storm.
Okay, but kava is also available in like a tincture that people will get in like a dropper, and you can put it under your tongue, and it does give you the same like. So Dana, we were just there yesterday. She described it as like chamomile on steroids. So it gives you like a same like relaxing properties. But let me
Not
just
flavor wise.
not flavor wise, just like
relaxation wise.
okay, so I'll read you guys the back so you understand more about what it's like. So it says kava is a traditional drink from the South Pacific that is known for its socially enhancing and relaxing effects. The root of the kava plant is extracted to create a drink that has been consumed socially and ceremonially by islanders for over 3,000 years.
That sounds incredible.
Okay, so it says it's more than a relaxing nightcap. It's a social companion, sparking conversation, connection, and memories you won't forget. I found it made me quite sleepy.
Mm-hmm. It
I also haven't
sleepy.
had an alcoholic drink in like many
Exactly.
years.
Guys, you know how alcohol is a downer. So it's not sleepy. It's like soothing. It's calming. Like you're kicking back. It's been a long week. That's the vibe that I got when I had that, which is very similar to having a cocktail, having a couple brewskis, having what did Saucy Rossi call the Colt 45, which I got to track one of those down this weekend because that sounds amazing. Ooh, that breeze is cold.
Yeah, so Barbecue Mama was there and she said this was
Are we having some problems?
No.
She's like, oh no, Kiki.
I'm getting it.
She's known for her guns. She'll get her way in there, guys.
I'm also known for spilling things.
Buddy,
So-
I swear to goodness gracious, if you spill that.
I won't. I'm just getting it up here. Don't look at me.
Wendy's saying, what's it called again? What's the product called again?
It's called Kava Haven. I'll show you what the front of it again.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Matt, do you remember how much this was? How much this bottle was?
I think it was 70.
That's Canadian. $70 Canadian. There we go. Okay, we got it. Oh my goodness, it smells so good.
Oh, there's the woodpecker.
Do you hear that? There he is.
Hi, little buddy.
Get out of here.
No, he wants
What
to
is-
say hi to the barbecue family.
But why? I don't know why he's doing that now of all times. Like, what's his problem?
He's just he's probably frisky too, guys. It's springtime.
Okay, so along with the kava, along with the actual kava extract, the flavors of this drink is like lemon juice, white grape juice concentrate, cardamom, orange blossom, vanilla, ginger. Okay, so those are the vibes that we're going for here. So we're actually gonna add in some ice first.
Guys, the flavor, like we couldn't get over this one. Like we tried, I think 4 or 5 different, I guess like they would be like zero alcohol liqueur type
Yeah.
products, and they were all incredible. Like we didn't have a bad one. This one is the one that though we were, as soon as like Dana was like saying like that, like what it does and what it is, we were like, hey, 100% we're getting this one.
Yes, they were all so interesting, and they were all.
Oh, that's cool.
Wendy said she's gonna be trying it. So, is that Diana is
Yep.
saying, where did you get that, Haven? So we got this from a place called With Grace Marketplace, and it's in Pickering. If you're local to us, which I'm not sure if you are or not, it's in Pickering. But look for it online as well. I'm sure you could find it online too. But this one, the flavor is nice, and the fact that it does have like some tingly effects is really, really fun. Okay, so it says on here, use 1 shot or double that for a stronger dose.
Give us a double.
What do we want?
Guys, it was $70 a bottle. Okay, he's going double. She's
No, that's
going
not a double.
Fritz Frank saying, I wonder how grilled woodpecker tastes. All right, guys, stay tuned. Another upcoming episode, maybe, if that guy doesn't knock it off.
The woodpecker is a paid actor on the grill studio today. Okay, you know what? The
The
top is
temp
hard to
ain't.
get on.
The temping.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're gonna mix it. So on the bottle, it suggests putting it
Oh
with.
my goodness
I know.
gracious. Guys,
Chug.
it's citrusy. It has like a huge floral pop.
So not only just for the fact that it gives you a little buzz, I also like the
What
flavor.
is happening?
I know. Okay, so we're gonna mix it with this Cove probiotic sparkling water. So this flavor is ice pop. So if you guys remember when we were kids and you have those like really cool rocket pops, like a freezy type thing. And the flavors of this are also lemon. So I thought this would be really nice in here. And there's
Yes.
probiotics in it, so it's also going to be really good for you. Add a little bit of sparkle.
I love the stemware.
Me too. They're very vintage.
All right, as Kiki does that, guys, let's see what we got going on under the grill here. We're losing a little bit of heat because sometimes we get ahead of ourselves and we get the kettle fired or the grill fired up too early. So we're losing a little bit of heat. But ideally, you'd want to do this with like a 400-degree grill, because the hotter the grill, the more caramelization and the quicker caramelization. But that's all right. We ain't in a rush here.
It's smelling really great, honey.
Yeah, it is. That's that zest, baby. Well, this is like a citrus episode.
Okay, so then the last thing we're going to add in here is just some lemon, because this is going to be a very lemony drink.
Shout out to we have Eric Bienvenue in the house. Hi, Eric.
Hi,
He's saying
Eric.
he wants to give an amazing, a shout out to all the amazing and incredible women and mothers. A very happy Mother's Day on Sunday. The world is a better place because of all of you.
Oh, my
Eric,
heart.
what a sweetheart. And how did we get, it's 12:48. We're 48 minutes in, and we didn't even mention Mother's Day and Barbecue Mama's in the house.
Oh, my good heavens.
Eric, thank you so much for reminding us.
Leave it to Eric.
Sunday is Mother's Day.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say in our defense, we didn't mention it because every day is Mother's Day.
Okay, nice save. Nice save, man.
Well, to us it
That's how
is.
you turn it back around.
And to us it is, and we are particularly grateful that we still have Barbecue Mama this year,
one
this
in-
Mother's
This
Day.
one in particular, but
It was a little dicey there.
every day we're grateful that we have her.
Yes.
And I honestly do feel that was a good save, but
it's
I honestly
true.
do feel like every day's Mother's
I
Day.
do. I feel like that as well. Okay,
No,
now
oh my, are you kidding me?
That ice pop
That
sparkling
Cove
water.
thing just like took it in another direction.
Yes, I cannot wait to try this.
Barbecue Dave is saying nice cocktail glasses. We got Guido and Jacobson in the house. He's here right at a great part.
Okay, so people are asking what it's. So guys, I went over the
I'm
description.
gonna go get us straws.
Yeah, I went over the description. It's on the bottle that Flirty Murdy has. It is, Danny, it is called Kava Haven, and it has kava root extract in it. That's what's giving you that tingly feeling. So Dana told us yesterday, when you drink this drink, it'll be about 15 minutes for that tingly feeling. It kind of numbs your tongue and your lips a little bit. But the lasting effects of this sedation effects, I guess, last.
Yeah, but
Because I was after yesterday.
It did last, and I will say, I don't know, you don't mean how long it took to kick in, because it kicks in immediately.
It kicks in immediately, and I felt
Okay,
all evening.
we gotta stir that. We gotta stir this up at the bottom.
All evening last night, I was super relaxed, and I don't know if it's because we just had like a long day, but I was exhausted.
Okay, oh my goodness, the bugs out here.
We're back.
Guys, just make sure, because there's like a little bit of sediment at the bottom of this. We want to get every last little bit. Look, now that's all mixed up. And I picked a straw that matches Key's stemware.
So it does say, not on this one, but on one of the other non-alcoholic ones we got, it does say don't operate heavy machinery and stuff with it. So it's not like it's like, oh, it's a little bit. It does provide quite an interesting experience.
All right, guys, raise your glasses, everybody. It is Friday. I don't know about you guys, but this was a long week.
This one's to all the moms out there.
Yes, it is to all the moms out there. And we want to wish everybody a very happy Mother's Day. Let's go in, honey, give us the flavors, and then I'll trace this too, and then I got to get glaze in.
That is so good. Dana has opened my eyes to a world of drinks that I never thought possible for myself anymore. Before I was like, I kind of convinced myself that I was okay with just the sparkling water, but I'm like,
guys, buckle the knees a little bit.
Can I try it? What the hell?
No, but that is, I'm not joking. That is like instantly.
It's really fun. This stuff is awesome. And it's become very popular for that reason exactly, for all the sober people out there.
And you know how like they say the placebo effect? Like
Saucy Rossi, he's slamming herbal tea.
Oh yeah.
That's my boy.
That's something to slam, all right. You know how they say like the placebo effect and whatever?
Yes.
Like I feel like knowing that is also like making it stronger somehow.
Yeah.
Like
Tim, did you say you wanted to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. Want mine?
I want to feel numb.
What?
I'm not giving him mine.
Just give me the bottle then.
No.
All right. As Key goes and shares with the temp, I'm gonna get glazing, guys. Actually, we forgot to put on our
I don't want
jalapenos.
to use my straw.
So, guys, what we're gonna do is put some jalapenos.
Really
the
good.
temp
Isn't it?
The temp is not paying attention, but we're gonna put some jalapenos onto our salmon. Okay, because we all eat with our eyes. There's the essence, the jalapeno.
Wow, my tongue is actually.
I know. Isn't it weird?
Yeah.
That looks really good, honey.
We need the other jalapeno.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, look.
I'm kind of offended the temp didn't want to use my straw, but whatever. He didn't want my cooties.
He doesn't ever use mine either, so it's all right.
Yeah, isn't it weird on your tongue?
Yeah, it really is.
And give it a second and you will feel like more calm. It does. It feels like if you do have an herbal tea, but way more. I'm very interested in it.
All right, guys,
really good,
we're
honey.
going to use this glaze as like a little bit of a tasty, delectable glue. Okay. We're just going to put some over the jalapenos, and then that starts to glaze and candy the jalapenos.
Oh,
Does that not look amazing?
it looks spectacular.
Yeah, I think that needs a round of applause.
Yeah.
Come on, give it to me. I'll give it to myself.
Okay, so you could serve these as is. You could serve them over some rice.
You could just try and don't let this go to your head here.
I was so
Seriously.
sweady yesterday.
I
After all
know,
these
it
drinks.
instantly like makes you warm.
Yeah.
Guys,
I was.
watch out. If you're charcoal grilling and drinking one of these, step back, okay?
Okay, so that would even be good on a sando.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like that would be really good, like smushed down on a bun.
Yes, but guys, I like those as an appetizer because sometimes you don't want to do like a full salmon dinner, like especially when you're having guests over. But I feel like this type of dish is, if you don't like fish, I will tell you guys, the glaze is pretty overpowering.
I know. I feel like that's how you get a lot of people that don't like fish.
Exactly. It imparts like a slight bit of salmon. Yeah, I'm freezing.
Why
now.
did it get so cold?
It's
now?
like hot. I'm hot. My head's hot, but it's cold. What a sensation. But yeah, this is a great dish for people that don't really like fish.
Okay, so you have finished ones because those ones aren't quite ready.
Yes, I do have finished ones. We're going to do another round of glaze, but we actually have to get to, we have our barbecue feature where we want to highlight barbecue family members. And if Farrah is in the house, I hope she still is. Guys, this is what Farrah created based on last Friday's episode. We made chicken souvlaki burgers.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Does hers not look spectacular?
I love that she did the avocado too.
Yes. Yeah, we ran out of time. We didn't do the avocado on ours.
I think I just forgot. It was there, and then after I remember being like, damn.
Farrah, that looks sensational. I like her bun choice too. Her bun choice looks really, really delicious.
Yep.
So we just had to highlight that because it looked so delicious. And guys, if anyone makes this recipe or any of the recipes on our website, send us a pic. He's right there. I can see him.
Oh, I scared him.
Okay, I was just gonna get one of the cameras so you guys could see him.
What is he doing though?
Is he gonna come in here and get us?
Is he compromising the structural integrity of the building? Buddy.
There's a lot of expensive grills in here, okay?
And like, shouldn't he be going on wood and not metal?
Yeah. But okay, so yeah, so if you guys make any of our recipes, please send them to us because we would love to share them. I know actually Fritz Frank has made our recipes in the past. Fritz Frank, I think it's time you make this one. Okay. Farrah's saying that burger was delicious. Barbecue Dave is saying salmon looks good. And Guido Jacobson is saying, I see that you changed your set. It looks awesome. This is what is above the barbecue bunker. This is our grill studio.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get one last round of glaze on there and then we're gonna show what they look like.
It's smelling phenomenal in here. Danny's saying he's getting food. Yeah, Danny, I don't know what's happening. There's trees outside here and I can see him just like waiting for an opportunity to come back in here.
Guys, does that not look amazing?
TikTok, you can't see from this angle, unfortunately.
Click the link in bio, TikTok.
Yeah, click our link in bio and you can see different social media platforms that have our camera angles that TikTok doesn't allow.
All right, guys. So depending on how hot your grill is, those could be done anywhere with like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, they come out. They come off
I'm
the
not
grill.
driving.
Can I have another sip? That was really good.
No.
Guys, check these out. Check these out. Okay?
Oh, those look so nice.
They are so sticky. They have like a nice heat from the jalapenos. Maybe you can just show TikTok.
TikTok. This is what they look like when they're finished coming off the grill. You didn't see a lot of the glazing process, but here's what they look like when they come off. Very, very easy. And it's awesome that this gnarly board just goes right back on top of the coals.
Yeah.
And you're done with it.
Okay, you know what? We don't even need a plate here. I'm going right off the board. I'm gonna give this a taste test. HT saying all I see is your nails. HT, I'm glad that you're noticing. They're a nice, beautiful purple shimmery look to them today. All right, I'm going in.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that looks so cooked to perfection too. Nice and tender.
Guys, look at that. Look at the inside of that.
Ooh.
Tender, succulent. It actually kind of is like salmon candy, I will say. All right, I'm going in.
I can see the textures look phenomenal. Casey just saying now that he has to change his nail color.
Oh my goodness. Perfect amount of salt. Perfect amount of sweetness from the honey. Leaving the zest out until the end. It really comes through. It really pops through. It's very citrusy. You guys got to make these.
Absolutely.
Little heat from the jalapeno.
Yep. That's good. That's a real winner.
All right. Are we forgetting anything?
I don't think so.
Any of our other things? I can't remember. I think we got it all.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, the music feature.
There's no graphic.
All right. Never mind.
All right. That was Leave it to your girl, Flirty Birdie.
Is this it?
No, that's okay. We forgot it. We picked 1976. I have it made. It's ready to go. We will show it next week because I didn't add it to the show. But we went 1976 because our girl Farah, she put that year out there last week.
Yeah, so if you have a year for next week, please let us know and we can find a song.
Next week we'll show Farah's.
Oh yes, that's right.
1976.
Yeah, that's right.
This is phenomenal. Good pairing, man.
Yeah,
Great pairing.
And it's weird because I do feel like not sleepy's not the right word, because I do feel like it just relaxes.
It's not
you.
sleepy. It's calming.
Yeah,
it's soothing. It's
Mhm.
what usually a cocktail does.
Yes, absolutely.
Our CJ saying that's the year I was born.
Aw.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Like we always say, I have no clue where this hour goes.
I know.
I really don't.
Yeah, me neither.
But we are so grateful for you guys. We will see the After Darkers after the show. And we'll see the rest of you guys same time, same place.
Have a fantastic weekend, guys.
Bye, barbecue family. We love you guys.
Bye, barbecue
Mwah,
family.
mwah. Bye, everybody.
See you next week.